My child, have you ever felt like you were living something bigger than you could explain, as if your heart understood a truth before your mind even caught up? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now. The angels are showing me a very clear image. There is someone who sees you as something he never believed could exist, a presence, a light, a feeling he thought was impossible until you showed up. He is in shock, literally. And not because of something external, but due to everything that's bubbling up inside him. For the first time in a long time, this person is being broken open from within, not in a bad way, but like a seed that needs to crack open for something new to bloom. The arrival of your energy in his life was not gentle. It was intense, overwhelming, transformative. You touched deep layers where he had pain, trauma, and most importantly, disbelief in true love. This transformation that is about to happen within him won't be quiet. It will be intense, marked by sleepless nights, repetitive thoughts, and an emotional whirlwind he won't know how to name, but all of this is necessary because he needs to break the shell he created around his own heart, a shell made of failed experiences, old fears and decisions he thought were right. But now, something has changed. And that something is you. You are the type of woman who defies explanation, who is felt, who is perceived in silence, in the spark of the eyes, in the firm yet gentle way of being. And this is shattering all the ideas he had about how love should be. He thought he was strong for not depending on anyone until he realized that being touched by you is what truly strengthens him. He thought that loving meant losing control until he felt that loving you is, in fact, finding the true axis of his soul. The angels are saying, get ready, because this man is going to change, and he will change from within. He will start to question everything, including why he's kept you at a distance for so long. He will realize that resisting what touches the soul is the same as living only halfway, and little by little he will let that resistance fall away. Not because you demanded it, but because your silent presence has already done what no words ever could. It awakened the dormant love within him. If you start to notice subtle signs, an unexpected message, a lingering glance, a gesture of care, this it's him trying to get closer, trying to understand what he's feeling, and above all, trying to allow himself to feel. Because although he is still scared, he can no longer deny the truth that you represent in his life. And that truth is simple: you are the exception. That tears down all the rules he created to protect himself. And that's why the shift, this energetic change that is about to explode within him, will be so powerful, because it doesn't come from outside, it comes from the deepest part of his being. And when it happens, he won't be able to hide anymore. He won't be able to run away, because true love doesn't ask for permission, it simply happens. And when it happens, no one remains the same now. Take a moment, breathe deeply, feel this message enter your space like a warm breeze brushing your face on a late afternoon. It's here for a reason, because you need to prepare yourself. What lies ahead is no small matter. It is a journey of revelations, of encounters with your own essence, of decisions that won't be easy, but will be liberating. And before we continue, the angels are asking something of me. A simple yet powerful gesture if you feel that this message was meant for you, that it touched your heart in a unique way. Write in the comments, now I allow myself to live this love. This is more than just a comment, it's an energetic signature. It's you telling the universe that you're ready to receive what is most sacred, a love that sees you wholly. This phrase, this choice can be the turning point, because when you declare your readiness, the universe begins to move, the invisible gears start to turn, and all that seemed distant finally begins to draw closer. Do you feel it? He is starting to see in you everything he spent his life doubting to him. Love was something fragile, unstable, something that hurt more than it healed. But when you came along, something inside him began to unravel, as if your presence had placed a mirror in front of him. A mirror that shows not just who he is, but everything he could be. If he let his heart lead, you awaken in him a version he didn't even know existed, a version that is more vulnerable, more sensitive, more willing to truly love. And this, for someone who learned to protect himself at all costs, is an emotional earthquake. He will resist, he will contradict himself. He will take one step forward and two steps back. But the angels ask that you understand, this is part of the process. He needs to break before he can be reborn. You may be wondering if you should wait, if you should insist, if it's worth opening up to this connection. And the angel's answer is clear. Yes, it is worth it, but with one crucial detail you do not need to lose. Your self-true love doesn't require forced silence, nor does it demand the absence of boundaries. It grows when there is mutual respect, space to breathe, to be, to exist. So yes, keep going strong, but remain whole. Don't beg for attention, don't shrink to fit into his world. Because the more you expand, the more you show the world who you really are, the deeper you will touch his heart. And it's this authenticity of yours, this light that doesn't apologize for shining, that will break down his defenses, the angels. Show me that this man carries old pains, memories he has never shared with anyone. Wounds covered with empty smiles and relationships that served only as a disguise. But now he is about to confront all of this, not because you forced him, but because you stirred in him a desire that goes beyond the physical, beyond the everyday, the desire for truth. And that's what is breaking him from the inside, the truth. He is beginning to realize that he has never truly loved, that he spent his entire life avoiding love out of fear of suffering. And ironically, ended up suffering for never allowing himself to. Now he looks at you and sees a chance to do things differently, to build something new, based on something that is rare, sacred, eternal. This change that is coming will be visible. He will start to act differently. He will listen more and talk less. He will try to understand your world, your routine, your dreams. And every time he does this, even without knowing, he will be getting closer to who he really is. You are serving as a mirror of the soul for him, a reflection of what he can be if he has the courage to open up. But pay attention, this journey is yours, too. You are not placed on his path by chance. The angels want you to know you're also being transformed. You are learning to wait with wisdom, to love without losing yourself, to trust in something that goes beyond the visible. You are learning that love, when it is real, requires surrender, but also requires truth, and you are ready for that. You are the turning point in his life. You are the crack in the armor, the light in the darkness. And he knows it, even if he doesn't say it, even if he fights against it, even if he tries to pretend he doesn't feel it. He feels it, and more he will feel it. Now, if you've made it this far, with your heart racing, your eyes misty with that feeling that this message was tailor-made for you, then I need to ask you for something very important. Subscribe right now. Don't put off this movement any longer, because your presence here is not a coincidence. You are guided, and it's time to allow yourself to keep receiving everything the angels have yet to reveal to you. Click the subscribe button and tell the universe with all your being, I choose to live this love with truth and courage. This choice opens doors, this choice moves mountains. And remember, when you align with love, everything changes, including him. You are the catalyst for a change he never imagined he would. Experience the angels. Show me that he is going through a phase of internal upheaval, as if he's caught between two worlds. The old, where everything was predictable but empty, and the new, where you shine, is a real possibility, but one that requires commitment, courage, birth. And it's this new world that is calling to him. The most fascinating part of all this is that he doesn't quite understand why. He can't explain what it's about you that attracts him so much. It's not just your beauty, nor just your intelligence or the sweet way you speak. It's your soul. Your presence has a kind of frequency that disarms, that embraces, that illuminates, and he feels this as a calling, as if the universe through you is saying, wake up. That feeling of being truly seen, of being touched without needing to say a word, it profoundly affects him. You see him beyond the masks, beyond the persona. he presents to the world. And he, no matter how much he tries to escape, feels embraced by that gaze. It's a kind of love that doesn't judge, that doesn't demand, but reveals, that doesn't impose, but liberates. And that's why he's afraid. Because he's never experienced something like this. Because he learned to defend himself from love, to rationalize everything, to hide behind excuses. But now those excuses are falling away. The presence of your energy has made it impossible to keep pretending he needs to make a decision. He must confront his own feelings. And for someone who has become accustomed to control, it's an existential earthquake. But the angels affirm he will give in, he will break through, he will open up, not because you pressured him, but because he will feel that there's no other way. Because loving you, allowing himself to feel all that is already growing inside him, will be the only way to truly breathe again. He might still take a while. He may need to go through a few more sleepless nights, through more internal struggles, but know this change is inevitable. And every time he thinks of your smile, your unique way of welcoming, the way you make him feel at home, he will draw closer. He will take a step, however small. It may be you can notice this in the details: a sweeter comment, a more present gaze, an unexpected concern, small gestures that deep down are significant signs. He is allowing himself to feel. He is slowly learning to trust, and all of this is happening because you chose to be light even when he only offered shadows. And now at this point in the journey, I need to tell you something very important. Take care of your heart. Don't forget about yourself. Because even though this connection is powerful, it doesn't define who you are. You are already whole even before this love comes to fruition. And the more you recognize yourself, the more he recognizes you too. This is the spiritual secret of this bond. You're not just living a love story. You're reflecting each other, healing old wounds, opening internal portals. It's a meeting of souls, a reunion perhaps from past lives, and the angels celebrate this. With you there by your side, supporting this energetic bridge that forms between two hearts that have decided to break free. And if all of this makes sense to you, if you're ready to continue on this path of discovery, healing, and true love, then click now on subscribe. Because by subscribing, you're not just joining a list, you're telling the universe that you're ready to be guided, to be supported, to live this story to its fullest. It's not about controlling what he feels. It's about trusting what you vibrate, and what you're vibrating right now is transforming everything. You have become a portal, a living link between who he is and who he fears becoming. And maybe you haven't even realized how much your presence is healing, transforming, and liberating this soul. But the angels see. They show that even when you thought you were being ignored, even when he seemed cold or distant, in reality, he was being flooded with such intense waves of emotion that he didn't know how to cope. You have turned on lights in rooms he has kept locked for years, and with that, he finds himself facing everything he has avoided feeling: love, vulnerability, truth. He sees himself bare with no excuses, no control, and it is in this place of disarmament that something new begins to take shape. This journey, however, is not made up of linear steps. It can move closer and then pull back. It can say something beautiful today and be silent tomorrow. It can seem determined one day and confused the next. This is not disinterest, it's a process, it's a heart, trying to understand how to trust again, how to love without the fear of losing, how to allow oneself without losing one's identity. And you are being called to be firm without being harsh, loving without losing yourself, present without feeling trapped. The angels say that this balance is your greatest strength right now, because it is what will sustain this energetic field of healing between you two. He needs to feel that you are there, but that you do not depend on him, that you choose to love, but do not abandon yourself for love. This is the love that liberates, that transforms, that heals. A turning point is approaching, and it will be marked by a conversation, something unexpected, a moment when he, perhaps with fear in his eyes, will open his heart. It may not be a long speech, it could be a sentence, a glance, an apology, or a shy confession, but it will be real, And you will know because you will feel it. And in that moment, you will have the chance to confirm everything you already feel, to see clearly that you are not crazy, nor exaggerating, nor fantasizing. Too much what you have is real, and it is growing. Even if in silence now, the angels are asking me to remind you of something sacred. You are not alone. Your soul chose this connection for a reason, and everything you have experienced so far has a greater purpose than you imagine. So keep walking with faith, with kindness, with presence. And if you feel in your heart that you are ready to see where all this can lead, then now is the time. Sign up, do this. As if you're signing a contract with your own destiny, with your soul, with the love you know you deserve to experience, because the journey that started with a doubt can end in a reunion that transforms everything.